The United Kingdom has made history with the birth of a baby whose DNA originates from 3 different people. This groundbreaking event occurred through the use of in vitro fertilization, IVF. A newborn in the United Kingdom is the first baby to be born from 3 genetic parents. Doctors have developed a technique known as mitochondrial donation treatment, MDT, to avoid hereditary diseases. This technique involves creating a 3-parent baby. The process is designed to prevent the transmission of faulty genes located in the mitochondria, which are tiny organelles in cells responsible for energy supply from a mother to her offspring. The technique involves the creation of an in vitro fertilization, IVF, embryo using the DNA of 3 individuals. The child inherits nuclear DNA from both the mother and the father, which determines significant traits like personality and eye color. A minuscule quantity of mitochondrial DNA from a donor, referred to as the 3rd parent, was also provided to them. In 2015, the Human Fertilization and Embryonic Act was amended to permit a controversial therapy, which was granted its first license in 2017 to the Newcastle Fertility Centre. According to the Human Fertilization and Embryology Authority, HFEA, mitochondrial transfer procedures have resulted in less than 5 recorded births, as stated by the regulatory body. According to the source, providing an exact number could potentially reveal the identity of an individual that the HFEA has an obligation to keep confidential. The information provided is valid as of April 20th. After submitting a Freedom of Information request to the HFEA, The Guardian was the first news outlet to break the story on the birth of the MDT. The newspaper reported that the pandemic may have discouraged some donors from participating and also affected couples seeking to undergo the therapy. The technique used in the Newcastle clinic involves the transfer of genetic material that encodes the identity of a baby to a donor egg. The donor egg has had its own nuclear DNA removed, allowing for the genetic material to take its place. The outcome is an embryo that bears healthy mitochondria from the donor and nuclear DNA from both the father and mother of the baby. A mere fragment of a person's DNA, about 0.1%, is contained in mitochondria and is exclusively passed down from the maternal line. The implications of faulty mitochondrial DNA are dire, as a plethora of life-threatening conditions can arise from it. These conditions consist of heart complications, liver collapse, cognitive maladies, loss of visual acuity, and muscular dystrophy. Approximately 6,500 children globally are impacted by incurable mitochondrial diseases. The intention of this treatment is to inhibit the inheritance of defective genes in future generations, thus creating the possibility of eradicating these devastating illnesses once and for all. The HFEA's chief executive, Peter Thompson, has stated that the technique of mitochondrial donation can provide families afflicted with severe inherited mitochondrial diseases the chance to have a healthy child. The United Kingdom holds the distinction of being the pioneer country in the world to permit mitochondrial donation treatment within a regulated setting. The treatment of mitochondrial donation is still in its infancy, and the HFEA is currently assessing scientific and clinical advancements. A New York-based team assisted in the birth of the world's initial infant produced from the DNA of 3 parents in Mexico in 2016. The mother was carrying genes for Lee syndrome, a deadly condition that impacts the developing nervous system. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.